What is your general impression about today's game?
Well, I mean, fairly okay. Ghana won the game, and so one would say it was okay. But there are still questions left unanswered for some of us, and it has to do with the performance of the Black Stars. Yes, we won the game by 2-1, but it was a difficult win once again for the Black Stars. And I can't remember a number of times we have had to struggle to win games in recent times with the Black Stars. And it's not as though we are playing against A-listed teams in Africa. It's Angola, it's Madagascar, and CAR, the likes. And so if you struggle to win such games, it doesn't speak so well of the Black Stars we've grown up knowing all these years. So, yeah, some questions still to be answered by the coach. I think that the honeymoon period for Coach Chris Hughton is over. And he must know this and begin to exhibit that with the players of the Black Stars we've got and the performance on the field of play. The coach of the CR side made a very damning assessment of Coach Hughton and the Black Stars. If you look at the quality of players we have in this team and the football we play, even on home soil, it doesn't really speak well of the coach. He needs to really up his game. He himself said for him it's about the end, it's about results. And I can understand from a typical English-trained manager, for them it's about the results, but clearly we cannot be winning games this way, even on home soil. So I think that even though, yes, we won and it's good that we've qualified for the Nations Cup, in some 5 months or so time at the Nations Cup in Cote d'Ivoire, we cannot go and repeat same. We must go in there and do better. And that will mean playing much better than we did today in the game against the CR. So for me, yes, good win for Ghana, and I was impressed with the guys who came on from the bench. Semenyo showed us the level of player and the brilliance he has in him. Same for Nyama and the others who came on. But of course, kudos, we all know his quality. We need to see a lot more from the team itself and the others to come in and impose themselves in games for Ghana. So bottom line, we have won, but we need to really improve on our performance.
So what do you think you expect from when you get to Cote d'Ivoire?
Performance, for me, it's now not about players, because we've got the players. Now, any team that can boast of the sort of quality we have in our team now cannot complain about materials. So it's about how the team can play together cohesively and produce results brilliantly for Ghana. We've got players who are good on the ball. Kudus is brilliant on the ball. Nyama is brilliant on the ball. I mean, Osman Bukari, fantastic. Today we didn't have Pate in here, but you know Pate's qualities for Arsenal and the Black Stars. We've got Joseph Pencil as well. So quality is not an issue at all for the Black Stars. What for some of us is lacking is performance. Playing cohesively well as a team. It comes with time. The coach has been given some time. It's about time we begin to see an improvement. So for me at the AFCON, he knows this. We cannot do same at the AFCON. We must improve. We must be a lot more brutal and ruthless with how we play and finish off opponents. That for me is what I'm expecting from our Black Stars team at the AFCON.
How will you rate our performance today?
Out of 10? We won, so it will be difficult for me to go anything under 5. So I'll give the Black Stars 6.5 over 10.
I mean, it was a lackluster performance, especially in the first half. We didn't play well at all. The Central Africans actually came here and they looked like they wanted to win more than we did. They played as if they were at home, especially in the first half. In the second half, the changes were good. Antoine Semenyo, Enes Nyama, good for us. But in the first half, they did a lot of good things, the Central Africans especially. They closed down Mohamed Kudus a lot of the time. They closed down Salis Abdul Samed, especially in central areas. They made it very difficult for us. It wasn't a good win, but then we have a qualification, so who cares?
So what should we really expect during the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire from this team?
So, like I was asking Coach, we lack cohesion. That's my general point of view. We lack cohesion. I'm wondering if we could be able to build cohesion from now to January. That's what we need to do. We need to be able to build cohesion. The players need to be able to play together. You see, when Enes Nyama and then came on, he was able to interchange very well with Mohamed Kudus and Jordan from the other side. And of course, Antoine Semenyo, they have some cohesion because they've played at right to gym before. We lack cohesion generally. If we're able to build cohesion, maybe it's going to be a different story in Abidjan, but if not, then we'll be in trouble again.
How do you read this game? Over 10.
Ghana's performance? 6.
There are lots of systemic problems with Ghana. Your team there, we because Ghana and your boy not 5 players and come home, but that is not an enough reason. But what the mechanism because injuries are part of the game, and Ukraine and get the Biana being a full set. The Bia changes, Baba. That is why this is the preparation stage of the game. We are preparing for a tournament, but what's the mechanism? So therefore, it is at these times they beat me piloting. This time they beat me against Sanabia to week at Krabi. I say be fan na say enye den. Emfa. The first problem I mean who here Atizigi. Now, if you want to dominate a team, you don't play with Atizigi. Because the coach started with 2 center backs are very good on the ball. Joseph Edu, solid player of the ball. Alexander Jiku, good passer of the ball. So oftentimes when we say goal kick neba, 2 defenders no system used to say yembi na keeper na mpianto ne yemfanko. Ombabi na keeper na push omuso omunye den. Omunko. Maybe it's lack of training. Maybe the goalkeeper is not very comfortable with the ball. So I think Chris has to work it out so that they know exactly what they are doing in that very situation. And now, number 2, there are sometimes goalkeeper while you pass the ball to him, he sees that you are moving into space, no pushing ball natural. Anytime you push the ball to Atizigi, that's something very different. That's number 1. Number 2, Baba Rahman role in the team, no. Let's understand that he's very good on the attacking fullback. It's very difficult to find one. But at the current state of the Black Star, we don't need a Baba Rahman right now. I think we have to admit, we have to put it within our bone. Who say all those or a singer man boy, but young tum say baby number 2 and Nibre Okroma and Yempe rule like the mano. Salis was my man of the match in this game. Superb, intelligent player. When you mark him against his other performances, Odiama Black Star now, this will be his worst performance. Odiama Black Star. But Black Star team that on a ball or munina boy, Salis was my man. He understood spacing, he understood one-touch game, making the ball flow and all of that. Into time be a ball no ball. No ball no be doing no nimdi or the ball no heading. And he kept us in the game. You see? Now, on the Elisha partnership, we would have to work it out again. These are 2 very brilliant players. But you see, I'm sure both of them have been playing the same role in their respective clubs. And to say, you hear a certain level of adaptation. Thomas Partey team for a very long time. In fact, recently, Thomas said to me adapted because those times was starting, now we were not seeing him because the same role I will play man a club, and yet that role no play for Black Star. Obaha, I expected some the distributor or be progression or the ball no be anymore as said the kind of number 8. Elisha has to come up to accept that role. If say Oni Salis Nebebo and also be back up to Ebia Thomas Partey in such situations, and I think the coach has to work on that one too.
Black Star make us say omoya de but omanya de we share CAR4 now first half no omo midfield no na strong omo ba no na minim say like Gan like omunyade but me na me hu omo border but enne omo ne Black Star na me hu say yes sa omo yade but Black Star there make us say your players be ye knitting Ghana with players be ye knitting we share first half na under 10 minutes na CAR4 no munya 3 corner kick na Ghana aseni ehunu ball no so se ball we no ye kase ye de ko Cote d'Ivoire for AFCON ye bebe fie ntem coach Chris Hilton o edwuma ye e wo ni team no ho edwuma o ye in terms of the goalkeeping department no edwuma ye de e wo ho make say Thomas Partey pira bet the boys are more honor and ye enough sir Ghana performance no me de many answer e wom say ya share 2 ye nya 3 points no but Ghana edwuma wo team no ho
it is so far who Chris to say
me hu ni say edwuma on kenka no ho kakra Ghana ni ye ni etwen ho so what you say on kenka no ho kakra say ye kase ye the team we Cote d'Ivoire ni ekohia Cote d'Ivoire team e be ye den amaye ti ga coach Chris Hilton we adwuma yɛ a lot.
Nti wa ohwe boy na boy na nda then I who say you could do then I say answer na team na perform.
I was saying like on say Baba Rahman free mu Anto Semenya ebe mu Inaki Williams susu free mu. Coach Chris Hilton one hwe say obi a wonya de bia no no matter the tie no when you on making a decision when you ni paninye de enfiri mu na omo ma ye ready no non for bombo enye say me player ni a we do omo bebo for a next game a me hwe e lack na Ghana Blaster ye di winning ye lack and mesa sisu bi Ghana ye wo players be ye ni team Ghana wo players be ye ni team ejuma wo team no